Okay guys, of course, come on in, let yourselves be welcomed into yet again another pre-workout review by us, Review Bros. It's Aaron, just myself today. Come on, let's have a look at this one. It's a new product to the market, especially here in the UK. It's Enigma Supps VORTEX, which is their non-stim formulation. Of course guys, for anyone new to the channel, it's not here to provide us energy. This one, however, will give us pumps, endurance-based benefits, athletic performance, and even focus benefits in the gym. Good for a late night session, or if you're, of course, coming off the harsh stimulants of today's world. We're going to break this one down into the taste, the price, the label, and of course, the effects to determine whether it's the right product for you. Will it be the next thing you pick up? And of course, 100% transparency here and honesty. That's what we're about. Let's get into this one by Enigma Supps. Okay, so if we of course now move into the first segment of any review, it's the taste and it's the mixability of the product. And this one on the official Enigma Supps website comes in two different flavours. So it comes in cherry, or the one we've got for the sake of today's review is mango pineapple. Now, I'm an open and honest guy, I probably would have preferred the cherry, but who cares all too much. So guys, half a scoop for 40 servings or a full scoop for 20 servings. You, of course, know the drill out there. We go in with ourselves a full scoop. In she goes. So, smells nice. Given that, it's only because I've had some bad experiences with mango pineapples. I've had good ones, but I'd honestly probably say more often than not I don't like them. Let's get her shaken up. Okay, so mixability looks pretty respectable. You're probably not going to be able to see it, but it's actually pretty good for, especially for a pump formula. So let's get it down the hatch. It's nice. I've got to say it's nice. It's got a bit of tartness, a bit of sourness there, which I like. It's quite strong. I've got this with like 300, well, it's probably just over 300 ml of water, and it's still strong. Well, I think it's one of the better ones on the market, genuinely, especially for mango pineapple. What would I give it out of 10? I actually really quite like that one. I'd be very happy to give that a 9 out of 10. It's really good. Let's move into the price point. So we're into the price point of this one, VORTEX. Head on over to the official Enigma Supps website where you can use our discount code RB10. Knocks off 10% if I air the products over there. Therefore, knocking this one down to £34.19. As I mentioned, it's a 40-20 serving container. We're consistent here and always go with the maximum serving that you can take. So we get 20 servings from this container, and therefore it will cost you £1.71 per go. On our consistent pricing scale, where a 5 out of 10 is average, this one's a 4.5, so it's slightly more expensive than your average pre-workout. We've said it before on the channel though, it's almost like you need a slightly different scale for pump formulas. I've never been too sure as to why. They're generally speaking more expensive than stimulant ones, which the stimulant ones have still got all the pump ingredients in them, and they're more fun, and that's what everyone wants. But, or maybe not everyone, that's an exaggeration. You get my gist. I would say it's slightly cheaper than your average pump non-stim formula. There you go guys, check it out if that sounds right to you. Let's get into the label of her. Okay, we're into the label of this pre-workout. VORTEX by Enigma Supps. Up she goes for you to see on the screen right now. As per UK laws, legislations, regulations, we have to list all the fats, proteins, salt, etc. that really has no relevance to a pre-workout, but hey ho, it has to be done. As I mentioned, 18 grams for your 20 serving size, the maximum serving, and that is what we're going to be rolling with per the today. Citrulline malate, we're assuming a 2-to-1 at 7.5 grams, which is a respectable dose. We've seen higher, we've seen lower. That's the ultimate truth. You're going to be getting around 4.5–5 grams of citrulline with that for, of course, nitric oxide production in the body and pumps. We have beta-alanine at 3.2 grams, which is a good dose. I will say that that's going to give you the tingles, the paresthesia type feeling. We like to see it in a non-stim because it, of course, gives us that feel of a pre-workout kicking in. Gives you that sense of urgency, should we put it that way? We like it. L-tyrosine, 2 grams, the amino acids responsible for clarity, cognition, concentration, and even some mood elevations, and that's a good dose. Nitrosogene, 1,500 milligrams, the clinical dosage there. Nitrosogene, another pump inducer, nitric oxide production formulator, and it's going to work with the citrulline nicely there. Lion's Mane, 600, a nootropic for focus and concentration. Same can be said for Cognati-Q down at the bottom, 100 milligrams. From the coffee bean, it's going to give you that neuro awakening, that brain function, that lightning through the brain to get you dialed in. We often like the nootropics in non-stims because they can almost feel stimulatory, because of course if the brain's awakening, you'll only ever think with the brain, won't you? If that makes any sense at all. Grapeseed extract, 300 for blood flow, heart health, general health, vascularity, vasodilation benefits. And a pink Himalayan salt, 300 milligrams for contractions, pumps, athletic performance-based benefits. So what do I think of the label? I like it. It's well-rounded. I will have to say it. I'm an honest person. I think if you did half a scoop, you are falling short on pretty much everything there. I'm an honest person again. It's an average formulation for a pump formula. There's a lot better out there, but I have seen worse as well. I'd probably say it's about mid-range right now, looking at just the paperwork on the back. But of course, the effects can always be different to that, and that's where we take our journey right now. Course primary segment now of any review. It's the effects of this one is VORTEX by Enigma Supps, a UK company. New to the market, this one. And of course, we're always excited to get new stuff. Now, this one is, as I sort of prefaced back in the introduction of the video, but some people might have skipped that, it's not here to give us energy. It's here for things like mood elevation, pumps, focus, athletic performance, endurance. It's those style of things. People don't always want stimulants because, of course, they can then keep you up at night. They can cut appetite down. Some people just don't like harsh stimulants all the time. So this is where it fills that void. Now, let's start at if it's a non-stim. So you would argue that the pumps and the focus are of even importance, right? Let's start with the pumps. The pumps on this are good. No doubt about it at all. They are really good. They are, truthfully be told, better than perhaps the label would suggest. The label's, I'm an honest person, the label's good. The label's not great, the label's not fantastic, but it's good. Now, I think the grapeseed works nicely to get things shuttled to where they need to be in the body, and they kind of synergize nicely together. You do also have to remember that the other section of this pre-workout, of course, is focus. Now, I've often said it, if you're focused in on the muscle, focused on training, focused on the exercise performance and the actual, moving A to B of the weight, you get that deep mind to muscle connection, and that does come with pumps because you're activating more muscle fibers within the body part trained especially. So the pumps for me are, I'd call them really good. There's excellent on the market. There's fan-dabby-do-tastic out there. This is really good, right? The pumps are really good. Better than the label suggested. The focus is also good. You've got your main bits in there. L-tyrosine, Lion's Mane of Cognati-Q. Those three together, they're doing the job. You don't really necessarily get mood elevation, but you kind of almost do because the pumps are there. No one's upset crying in the mirror with a juicy pump. That's the way I've always said it. So you get that motivational feel. Now, if we jump ourselves, of course, right back to the beginning of the story, it's got the beta-alanine in there, and that comes into a good level. 7 out of 10 on the tingle scale. gives you that, straight away it gives you that urgency, that tingle feeling that it's time. It's the pre-workout's kicked in. It's time to go and train. And I like that from a non-stim because you don't feel like you're going completely cold turkey. You're dialed in, you're A to B to C throughout training. You are in the mind of the muscle. You know, it does work nicely together. There's a little bit of endurance-based benefits here. I wouldn't really say they were, to be honest, that noticeable, but there is that there. I think the salt, the muscle contractions coming nicely together as well. I really like the pre-workout. I've got to say that it does a better job than I expected. I like the label. It's just I've seen better labels out there, but it does a better job than it suggests. Now, again, guys, I'll give you my final verdict here. There are a lot of better pump non-stim formulas out there on the market, but the truth be told here, they are also a lot more expensive, right? They're 2 out of 10s, 1 out of 10s we've seen, or even worse we've seen. They're the 30+ gram scoops, right? This one, I would say you're getting better than average results. And even though it scored a 4.5 on the overall scale of price, I think it is slightly cheaper compared to its peers in the market, the non-stims that literally go after pumps and focus. I would say it's slightly cheaper than those. So therefore I do think it's on the shortlist stick, guys. I wouldn't say rush straight out and buy it, but at the same time it's well worth keeping it on your radar because if you are having a month where money's a little tighter, this probably would be where you'd go and you still get really good results. I do enjoy it. So yeah, not much more can be said. Other than, of course, appreciate Enigma Supps for getting it on down. That's our honest review. Always honest. Tastes really good. Price respectably. Good results. Thank you all for watching at home. And of course, as always, stay pumped. Let's get it.